Hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about measurement. So we've talked a little bit about what we think in terms of our number sense and how we can tell that some things are smaller and some things are larger. So today we're going to be going into this book called How Long and How Wide. And this is going to tell us a little bit about some of the things that we can measure and what we use to measure in the United States. So it's called How Long, How Wide. Okay. A table, a teacher, a building or creature, a stuffed teddy bear that you treasure. What size are they all? The big and the small, each one of these things can be measured. Length answers the riddle for large things or little. How long or how tall or how wide is that swing? Okay, boys and girls. So just remember, you have a worksheet right in front of you that looks like this, and as we go through, you can answer some of these questions. So here we have heard some of the things, so make sure to write it down. Okay. Or your ring, or your dinosaur wing, or the ladder. How tall are the slides? 1 inch. 1 inch looks like this, and it's easy to miss because of its very small size. But it shows us that it's might when it helps us tell the height of the trees that reach up to the skies. 12 inches together makes 1 foot, whether you measure a desk or a door. Each 12-foot long line is a definite sign that you've measured another foot more. And see this? It's cool. Inches live on this tool. It's a measurement stick called a ruler. Have you guys heard of a ruler before?
Yeah.
Oh, good. We have some in our classroom. That's awesome. A 12-inch collection, a foot of perfection. The right size for every grade schooler. Now, 3 of these feet, should they line up and meet together, are what's called 1 yard. That's 36 inches, and here's what the inch is. That's also 3 feet, not hard. If you measured your bed and the yardstick had said that your headboard is exactly 3 feet. So again, 3 feet equals 1 yard equals 36 inches. You could say that the height of 1 yard, and you're right, or 36 inches. How neat. It's really quite wise when you're measuring size to know more than only one system, English and metric. So the terms here are very fun, and before we are done, you'll surely be able to list them. Millimeter. It's nearly as thin as a needle or pen. 1 inch holds almost 26. But your face really near, that's the whole thing right here. It's smaller than most of these fleas and tickets. Centimeter. Take your finger and pinch less than half of an inch. A dime would quite easily hide 1. 1 centimeter. So as small as it is, when you're asked on a quiz, there are 10 millimeters inside of 1. Decimeter. A bit less than 4 inches, really no more. There are 10 centimeters tucked in it in 4 inches. 100 would be the amount you would see of a millimeter within it. Just how tall is Peter? He's all of 1 meter. It's a bit more than 1 yard. Or you could say Peter's just 10 decimeters. And watch as your paper is starred. So how can you tell just how tall is that bell? How wide is your therms or cooler? Now it's a pleasure because you can measure, which makes you the ultimate ruler. So what is length? Do you know? 1 millimeter, 1 inch, and 1 yard, and so many more. Okay, boys and girls, so now let's go over some of the things that we have on our worksheet. Ashley, can you tell me, what do you think length is that we heard from the book?
I think that length is how long, how wide, and how tall.
Good. So we can measure things in length, in width, in height, all around us. So many different objects. It doesn't just have to be a square or a triangle, right? Okay, so we can go through some of our conversions. So how many feet do you think makes 12 inches? Yes.
1 foot.
Good. Okay. Now can somebody else tell me 3 feet and how many yards that would be? Yes.
1 yard.
Good. Okay, now how many inches are in, if we have 1 inch, how many millimeters do we have?
26.
Good job. You are a great listener. Okay, and then if we have 10 millimeters, how many centimeters do we have?
1.
Good. Okay, great. So now we're going to move on to something we're going to work on together, or we're going to start together, and then you guys are going to be able to do on your own. So I think we should talk a little bit about how wide and how long some of things around us are. And so what I did was I have made a little example of what we're going to be doing today. And so we're going to be measuring our names. So you guys are going to have these little charts, and you can decide how to write your name as big in this box or as small as you want. And then you're going to measure with a ruler how many inches long and how many inches tall your name is. And then later on, we're going to work with that and see what we can do. All right, guys, sound good?
Sounds great.
All right, thanks for watching.